No, 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 no. This cannot be happening again. Why do all my favorite characters have to die? It always happens. I swear. There's no get out of this one. Ugh. Yeah, future me here. It does suck. But you know what? Carl's gonna take the helm, and he's gonna become a legitimate badass, just like his dad. But don't worry.
The Walking Dead issue 192 comes out this Wednesday, so I thought it was a smart idea to make a prediction video to give my thoughts on what's going to happen in issue 192. So issue 192 is the end of this volume of comic books, and it's kind of ending a lot of stories just this past volume. And spoiler alert, click off now if you don't want to know what happens. It's probably the end of Rick Grimes too. So that's why I have this thumbnail here between Sebastian and Carl, because I think it's either going to be a quick Carl's is going to figure it out and kill Sebastian, or we're going to war in one way or another. Now, personally, I hope Carl figures it out by the end of issue 192 and drags Sebastian out in the middle of the street and chop his head off. But I feel like Robert Kirkman is a writer who probably wouldn't do that for some reason or another. I would imagine he wants to kind of stretch this out a little bit. He wants a real conflict again between Carl and Sebastian. Something like that. But for me personally, I would love if Carl just dragged him out the street and killed him right in front of his mom. That'd be cool. That would be very ballsy in my opinion, and that would just be Carl being the Carl we know and love in the comics. But like I said, if I truly had to predict something, I think that won't happen, and I think Kirkman wants something to pop off between the Alexandria group and the Commonwealth, and I think it'll be kind of a Carl versus Sebastian deal, and I'm really curious how that's going to pan out. Now, Carl could either take the lead of his community and go to war, even though I don't know if that'd be a really smart call because the Commonwealth has so many people, but that's one possibility. Or Carl finds out what happens and either deals with Sebastian and kills him, or Carl doesn't kill him at all and he just kind of banishes himself and just kind of goes off into the wild. Now that would be very interesting because I believe in issue 193 or 194, the cover is just like a bloody hand in front of a farmhouse. Now, everyone is saying that it could be Negan, and it very well could be, but wouldn't it be something if we kind of flash forward, say, 6 months, a year, somewhere along there, and it's Carl living on his own, and he's just kind of being a savage out in the land, just living on his own after his dad died because he doesn't know how to act without having his dad around, and he just doesn't know what to do, and he just couldn't handle everything that just happened. So he goes out and lives by himself out in the wild, and he's living by a farmhouse, and he killed a few walkers. That's why his hand's bloody, or something like that. Or he kills Sebastian, and he walks around, and he finds a farmhouse, and he's still all bloody from killing him. Now, something like that I could see happening, but like I keep saying and keep going back to, Robert Kirkman is someone who kind of is a writer where conflict is king, of course, because that is in all stories, but I feel like he wants to set something up a little bit more grand and a little bit bigger here. And I think he's going to do that with Carl not killing Sebastian like right away. Eventually it may come. But for me personally, I wish it was like this next issue. Yeah, Rick's going to die and it's going to suck. It's going to be so sad to watch Rick die. Now, I know some people don't love him in the comic as much as the show and vice versa. But either way, a version of Rick Grimes is dying. And I don't think I'm ready for that at all. I'm not ready to live in a world without Rick Grimes. And it's going to be freaking sad. We just lost Andrea not too long ago. Now we're going to lose Rick. And man, I just don't know how I feel about that yet. I still don't know. I'm still kind of in shock, like a lot of fans are. And I really don't want him to go. I truly don't. But I am optimistically excited for the future because I do want to see Carl step up and be kind of the lead of the story, because comic book Carl is so cool compared to the show Carl. And I really like Carl in the comic book. He's my second favorite character for sure in the comics behind Rick. That's why I'm optimistically excited for Carl to step up in the comic and for us to follow him. I'm excited to see that, but I'm also not ready to say goodbye to my favorite comic book character ever, which is Rick Grimes. And I'm super sad that we got to say bye to him. And probably in this next issue, he's going to be dying/dead. And that poses also the question, where does he get buried? If he gets buried, Do they send him back to Alexandria, his body? Does everyone just straight up just uproot out of the Commonwealth and go back to Alexandria? We don't know. There's so many different things that can possibly happen, but my true predictions are Rick dies. I hope Carl kills Sebastian in 192, but I don't think he's going to. And I think most of the Alexandria people will head on back to Alexandria due to just what happened. I think there's going to be a lot of emotions flaring up, and I think they'll all agree it's best that they just leave. And that's only if Carl doesn't kill Sebastian like right away after you find out, because hey, Carl gets stuff done in the comic book. He is not his show counterpart. Carl is a straight badass in the comic book. And like I said, it wouldn't be out of Carl's character if he found out it was Sebastian, just walked right up to him and shot him in the face, and that was that. Carl is like that. Now, I know he's been on the nicer side of a lot of things lately in the comic book, but let's not forget how badass he was at age like 10 at the beginning of all the comics. Let's not forget that. He's a true badass, and it would be really cool to see, in my opinion, that happen where he just goes up and just ends it right then and there. Like, it's done. I got vengeance for my father. Like, this is over. Like, I can't believe you did that, but at least you're dead too, you SOB. Something like that. I really enjoy that, but it's probably not going to happen. Like I said, there's probably gonna be more conflict and whatnot. But that is my prediction for 192. I'm very curious about the Walking Dead story going forward after this volume ends, because it kind of feels like we're going into uncharted territory, especially without Rick. And is Carl going to be the lead, or is it going to be an ensemble cast, kind of like the show now? What's it going to be? I have so many questions, and I guess we just have to wait and read, and then we'll know. So I guess I have a question to pose to you guys. What do you think is going to happen in 192? Comment down below. I want to hear everyone's thoughts, because I'm truly curious, and I'm truly sad that we're probably going to lose Rick in this next issue. So make sure to comment down below. And while you're down there, if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. Well, until next time, guys, everyone have a great day. Make sure to subscribe, like I said. That way you won't miss my review on issue 192 when it's out this Wednesday.